I guess we're back. Welcome to the Ballin After, and we're back, I suppose. Hi. We weren't planning on being back until let's say Istanbul because that's nice and vague as to which Istanbul trip I meant, be it the Final Four or EuroBasket. Essentially, we were sort of forced out of hibernation by the latest nonsense silliness that we've had to deal with on the site. I was waiting until I had a lot more work done on the house, by which I mean a lot more. I mean any, I still can't deal with that light shining on my in unevenly hanging Celtics print. Um, so there's that. But and there will be a big setup here behind me when all the work is done. Clearing the floor literally was actually a big part of that. I had a lot of garbage to throw out through my day job. But anyway, we're online now because we're back. You've seen how bad Platt is on multiple occasions on Sweet 16. So we're here because of the big news of the day. Well, technically yesterday when you see this, as you can see, it's the evening now. And that is Kristaps Porzingis is coming to Istanbul as well, just like me. And he's coming with the Latvian national team for EuroBasket. But of course, he might have time to go to the Final Four if he's feeling for the crack. Like he's New York Knicks, so it's not like he's got anything better to do right now. I know, too bloody easy. But the important news is, of course, those of us going to Istanbul for the group round, which BIE plans to do. We hadn't formally announced the venue we're planning on, but yeah, we're planning on doing Istanbul for the whole tournament. So that means games with obviously the host team Turkey, Belgium, Serbia, Russia, and the matchup, the clash we've all dreamed of. Dan Clark, the original Kristaps Porzingis, versus Kristaps Porzingis, the actual Kristaps Porzingis, when Latvia play Great Britain. And by the way, that is meant to throw too much shade at Dan, but their games are oddly similar. Obviously, Kristaps is better at it, but in terms of just what they do, they're kind of similar molded players in many respects. Hit me up in the comments and tell me how horribly wrong I am. I'm talking style, not quality here. Love Dan, great guy, interviewed him once and wish him and that GB team all the best. Obviously, the good news for Latvia is it's a huge boost for them. They had a great run last year at Basket 2 years ago, as we saw, where Latvia gave the host nation a decent scare in the quarterfinals before eventually succumbing. It's going to have the pretty much the guts of that team back, you'd imagine. They'll have the option of Rodions courage if they really want to. I imagine they won't go for him in this one, but I could be way off. But of course, the big one is having Kristaps, who wasn't there last time, and more importantly, was 2 years younger and didn't have those 2 seasons of NBA experience under his belt. So yeah, that's a huge boost to the Latvian national side. You look at them against Russia now, much more favourable matchup. Like you'd probably still fancy Latvia anyway, but it's a lot more favourable matchup now. Look at them against Belgium, and you still go, lol, Latvia, Belgium. Latvia will find a way to make a mess of that game no matter what. Belgium are this thing of poison to them. GB, much harder for Britain now, and it was already a tough bloody battle. Turkey, obviously, even at the home court, going to be tough for them. And you go, then there's Serbia, who are really, really good at basketball. And yeah, I don't think Chris is going to put them over the hill against Serbia, but he's certainly going to make that game a lot more interesting. And that's pretty much all we can ask for. So yeah, great to see Kristaps is coming to EuroBasket. It's also great to see, the young players who don't hang around in Europe too long before going to the NBA making, the grade of the national team young, like when we're seeing them in their pomp. Like the way we're going to see Giannis for his second EuroBasket soon enough, and hopefully. And it's just kind of cool. It's great to see young lads doing this at this stage in their careers, where they have a chance to really shine for the national team, and it's sort of at the height of the excitement, not necessarily of their powers, but certainly the excitement around them as basketball players. And I think that's one of the things that really jumps out. Like I think Kristaps is undoubtedly gonna, well, I'd say undoubtedly, but it's extremely unlikely Kristaps does not develop into an even better player than he currently is in terms of his sort of mystique factor for non-Latvians, I suppose is the best way to put it. I don't think it's hard to see him really going above the huge level he's already got. Like we had a John Leguizamo short movie about him last year, so so seeing him when he's at that stage, like Giannis, who we thought was at max Giannis in terms of that Q rating, I suppose, at the last EuroBasket. And oh, we were so wrong. Like Giannis at this EuroBasket's on another level. Like, this is assuming he plays. That's no reason to think he won't, to be honest. But wow, yeah, Giannis at this, oof, Oof, oof. And if you can see those two somehow face each other in knockout stages, mamma mia, that would be beautiful. But yeah, the big news, Kristaps declaring for EuroBasket, great to see. And yeah, that has been the Ballin After, and we're going to be back again tomorrow. Not because I'm going for overkill here, but because, well, like 2 playoff games, kind of, pointless if we don't report back on those. Yeah, kind of would be. But yeah, great to see Kristaps coming to Istanbul. And I'll see a bunch of you there too for the Final Four and for EuroBasket as I battle hiccups. Oh yeah.